Hi.
What's up, YouTube land? As you guys can see, we've got a full house today. We got the little one up in here. You want to say hi to the people?
Hi.
Say what's up, peeps.
What's up, Chris?
Say flip all the things.
Make
all the money.
Make all the money.
All right, get out of here. Go play. Daddy's got to work. What's up, crew? Run a few minutes behind. Had to get my webcam situated, the computer rebooted, and Daddy's got to work. Whoa, hold up. What's up, crew? All right, we're good. Got that muted. Dun, 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 dun. Let me get my other screen pulled up. Google Hangouts. There we go. Microphone check. All right, we are live. All right, let me know. Video, audio, it's all good to go. And we will kick this thing off. All right, let me get this moved over.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody.
All right, I got the chat pulled up. We're golden. The lighting is super dark in here today. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyways, how are you guys doing tonight? Got Dallas, Minnesota, Florida, all kinds of places. So I guess we'll just dive in tonight. We don't have a topic of the night, and we're just going to do Q&A and hang out with you guys. This is our first Tuesday session, and this is going to be our new locked in the schedule time and day that we're going to do every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern time. This is where you can find us for the weekly live Q&A. And we finally got our schedules all situated.
Yeah, like 6 o'clock was just turning out to be too late for, not for Ryan, for Titus.
He's got his headphones, so he's not even listening.
He's not paying attention.
So funny. Yeah, so Tuesdays, 5 o'clock is where we're going to be every single week. That way we can just keep consistency and all that good stuff. Same day as the Rally Roots live show. Ryan and Allie are actually live on Mondays. I did notice they just went live at the same time we did, which is, you know, it's fine. It's YouTube back end stuff, but they go live on Mondays. I know they missed yesterday, which is why they're doing it today. But Tuesdays we moved from Fridays because it collided with another YouTuber. So we found that Tuesdays was the only day no one else is going live. And we know that you guys like to watch everybody. So we did our best to find the one day and time that works both for us and not colliding with anyone else. So here we are, Tuesdays at 5 moving forward, which I'm excited about. So I guess we'll just do like quick week recap and then do some Q&A for you guys.
I mean, last week recap, right?
I guess last week.
Tuesday.
We're only on Tuesday, so it'd be pretty bad if we're having like a crappy week already.
We need to vent.
Yeah, we always try to coordinate with other channels. Like I'm getting ready to start on Monday morning. I don't know if it's going to be a podcast or I just want to do like a 20-minute like Motivation Monday thing. So I reached out to Lindy to confirm what time she does her Motivation Monday show because I don't want to collide with other YouTubers.
Yeah.
I want to respect other people's times and all that stuff. So we do the best. I mean, yeah, it's never going to be perfect, but we do the best that we can to respect everyone's schedule that they've got to. Yeah, so it's been a fun week so far. The last like 7-8 days, I've been working my butt off on getting not just me. Quick shout out to my video editor, by the way, Brian.
Yeah.
I don't know if he actually. I've got his chat open up on my Basecamp over here. So I don't know if Brian actually watches these, but I just want to tell him via this. I've told him many times in chat as well how much I appreciate him helping out with the video editing. Are you guys liking? We've done 2 episodes so far of the Amazon FBA for Beginners new course series. So I'm curious to see some feedback on that. You guys like it? Is it laid out very cut and clear? That's kind of what my goal was for that, is to just get rid of all the hype and the fluff and just get no BS style and just make it crystal clear how to start Amazon FBA. There are in total about 25 videos in that series. We have 2 of them uploaded. The 3rd one goes up tomorrow at 7 a.m. So that's what I've been working on. So it's been a combination of me recording and then I shoot all the footage over to my editor. We go back and forth on what kind of visuals that we want on the screen, the bullet points that pop up. So he's been amazing at getting all that done.
There's someone in Fort
Fort
Myers.
Oh,
We have
like where are you going?
We
to
have a good buddy in Fort Myers.
Yeah, I've got a buddy of mine lives over there. Fort Myers is awesome. I love it. What was a Sandal Beach? What am I thinking of? The one with all the shells? Sanibel. Sanibel Beach. Definitely familiar with that. So yeah, it's kind of what my week has looked like. Not a whole lot of actual sourcing as far as thrift stores or retail arbitrage. I have been placing wholesale orders. I've placed, I think, 4 wholesale orders in the last few weeks. So those are starting to trickle in. And once that gets to be a snowball of consistency, I mean, we're going to be able to scale way quicker this year compared to what we have the last 3 years. So I'm torn because I feel like I'm not doing anything because all of our capital is being put into wholesale orders, and wholesale takes time to get here and then we ship it in. So I feel like I'm so used to retail arbitrage, which is go out like 3 or 4 days a week and like I'm out on the grind in the trenches.
Right.
And so I find myself with extra time sitting here going, okay, I feel like I should be sourcing, but I know that I've got thousands of dollars worth of product on its way right now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird transition.
It is a weird thing. It's been nice to have you home though.
I have been home, which is nice. I mean, that's the whole goal and point of us doing this too.
Yeah.
So I can cut back the hours of driving around. As much as I love retail arbitrage, retail arbitrage is a grind. It's a lot of driving around, which is great if you catch these few bolos before they go public. If you catch a few good bolos that you can make thousands of dollars on, which has happened many times, and you guys see other YouTubers doing it now too. When you catch those types of bolos, I will drive all day long for those because you're making thousands of dollars in a short amount of time. But for just general retail arbitrage, it's a lot of driving around. So I really am excited to get into wholesale now. Rakin is live, and I'm admin on Rally Routes, and they are live right now. Oh, that's awesome.
Everybody's live.
Everyone's live at the same time. What's up, Deb? It's actually a discontinued item in home. Oh, what did I miss up here? Oh, shit, my first FBA shipment, 48 pounds, 20 items, just over 600 in profit. That's awesome. Those are types of bolos I'm talking about. Like when you find those few items that you can get in quantity and you can make that quick cash on, it's fantastic. I love those. So I will go out and do retail arbitrage when I find those types of items.
Yeah.
But for the general, like go out and just like scan for hours, I'm chilling on that right now. And I'm just, all of our capital that we can spare is right into wholesale because I want to build that snowball effect. But I am starting to have a little extra capital now. And so I've just been budgeting a lot better lately. So now what I'm doing is getting back into Nike. So I'm hitting the outlets every single Friday. So I can at least do a little bit of retail arbitrage in between my wholesale shipments. So I'm going to start to create that little bit of a balance there. So that's kind of what my weeks look like.
I know. I was just thinking, like you were talking about, like slowing down and not going out, and I don't feel like I've slowed down at all.
She's been the busy one. I've been doing a lot of like the content and the YouTube and the video stuff. You've been.
I feel like I'm going out all the time.
You've been the one hustling.
Yeah.
She went to the binge yesterday and did really well.
I did. I got 60 pounds at the outlets, which I know is not tons and tons. Sometimes I get closer to 100 pounds, but everything I got was quality.
And I think that's like you and I talked about that, how is that going to be your new like quality? I feel like we can turn that into your little catchphrase.
Yeah,
we were talking about that though, how you can make a lot more money by cherry picking.
Yeah. And that's what I've been really focusing on, just because my time is getting more and more limited. And for those of you who don't know, we're having a baby soon.
We're doing that again.
And so I'm just noticing like I'm really tired. And so I'm trying to put the most amount of effort into the things that will yield the most profit. So I'm not picking up stuff that would maybe only sell for $10. And normally I love those sales. They are the bread and butter that just keep going.
I just realized I'm like hogging up all the space.
You kind of are. You're like
it's like right in the middle.
Attention hog. So I've been a little bit picky, which is not bad.
But you had really the last like week to 2 weeks, your average sale price has gone up to like $20-25
It's been good.
rather than the like 10 to 15. And technically you're making more per flip.
Yeah.
And you're having to really list less.
Yeah.
So that's been really nice.
Anyway, it's been good. I am also trying to stockpile so that when I can't get out, then I have some stuff hanging that I can list and work on. So yeah.
Omar!
Good.
Yes, I will be back in the Pennsylvania area July 13th, I believe, for a Spartan race. So we'll definitely have to get together. I'm sure we'll do some type of little mini like sellers meetup while we're out there.
I really love this
bearded
question.
picker.
It's my favorite.
How do
story.
I get started on Amazon?
I thought you meant like how did Charles get started on Amazon?
No, it's
okay. I figured it out. I told you I'm tired.
you need to go to my good buddy Scott's YouTube channel. It's got all kinds of good info on there. Go check him out. You may have heard of him. Do I have
you
to
do not you do not have to have a Dymo to start Amazon. We started with our brother printer that we picked up on clearance
for 25 bucks.
25 bucks.
I think that's like I think too many people wait to start Amazon because they feel like you have to have all the like fancy supplies, and you don't. Like, you can start with the basic printer.
Right.
You're going to use what's called 30 up labels, and we've done videos on all this stuff. Just go check them out. So get Avery 30 up labels. It's going to cost you like $4 for a pack.
You know what's super fun is doing 5,000 books with 30 up labels.
That was a monster.
We had a friend / neighbor who liquidated her Amazon bookstore. She had over 5,000 books.
She had 5,000 books, and luckily we got a cherry pick. We picked out 800 of them, but we had to go through all 5,000. And the hard part was she was a seller herself, so she had her Amazon label over all the barcodes.
Yeah.
And they were in that store for a while. So
years.
We couldn't pick those stickers off to scan it into the system. So we had to manually title search every single one. Titus's iPad is so loud right now. We're going to get a copyright. But yeah, as far as supplies, no, you don't need hardly anything. I did my first large shipment to Amazon was one of these pallets of liquidated toys that I had got. And I shipped that entire pallet via just typing in manually the UPC and Amazon Seller Central. I didn't have Inventory Lab. I didn't have a barcode scanner, none of that.
We got a barcode scanner, I think, after the fact. And
I didn't even know those existed.
This is amazing.
So after I had sat there for hours manually punching in UPCs, or it must have been 100 or 150 of those things. And somebody was like, why don't you just go to barcode scanner? It's like $15.
Yeah.
So I was really happy when I got that.
Somebody found a Dymo.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's another thing too. If you really want a 4XL, which I definitely recommend a Rollo or a Dymo 4XL, look on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and OfferUp. I have found Dymo 4XLs for like under $80 before, which is a really solid price. They're they fluctuate on Amazon between 160 and 190 for a new one. eBay is the same thing. You could find them pretty cheap sometimes on there.
Katie, are you ready to go bowling?
Katie and Vicky.
I can't believe it's this Saturday already.
It is.
I kind of freaked out when I saw my calendar this week.
That's going to be so fun though.
Everything's
if you
happening
guys
right now.
Don't know and you happen to be in the chat and catch this, we are helping Wade at Wade's Venture host a epic bowling night. It's going to be 4 hours hanging out with other resellers. I think we've got about 30, 35-ish people right now. So it's going to be a really solid event. So that's going to be this Saturday in Beaverton, Oregon. And the link, I'll just throw it in the description of this video below. If you happen to catch this in time and you're in the Oregon area, we're going to have a pretty sweet meetup. So I'm excited.
It is exciting. All the people will see how bad I am at bowling.
We're going to get the bumpers. Yeah, Scott brought up that Rollo is not supported by Inventory Lab, which is a huge pain in the butt. We use the Rollo for all the eBay stuff, which works out great. It's way faster than the 4XL, but I wish that Inventory Lab would support it.
Is there's not a software that bridges the two?
I'm not going to comment on it yet. There might be.
Oh.
I'm working with somebody who has
I don't know.
a program they just came out with.
I don't know what he does.
I haven't tested it out, so I'm going to do an official video on this little extension that may possibly fix that problem.
Possibly.
Unfortunately, yes, we did have to cancel the Seattle trip. It was supposed to be
going on
this week, and it's just
too much.
we're crammed right now, so we had to unfortunately say no, because we would have been on the road.
Is such a bummer.
Today.
Tomorrow.
We were supposed to be there today, Tuesday 19th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bummer, but we had to decide like is it worth being really behind when we come back home? And we're going to Vegas in 3 weeks, and it just wasn't worth being super behind when we got back. So
yep. Scott said he's too old to figure it out. 3 Dymo 4XLs. Yeah, we're same thing. Like we have a Dymo 4XL and a 450 to do, 450 does the item labels and then 4XL for shipping labels. And people are always like, you can just swap out the labels with the 4XL. I'm like, yeah, but I have to physically swap them out. And I don't want to. I just want to plug in which printer I want. So we do the same thing. We just have multiple printers pretty much everywhere.
Yep. Oh, should we talk about LaCroix?
I know. Where's our sponsorship? LaCroix, we're waiting for our check.
We love you.
Seriously, so good though. Way better than the Sody Pop addiction. That's for sure.
I think that you had the Sody Pop
I did.
addiction.
When we first started, well, not first started dating, but a few years into dating, I went from 165 pounds to 230 pounds at like my peak. And I was in really, really bad shape then.
Were you really 230?
I was 230 at my heaviest.
No.
And
love does not see everything.
no,
people.
she was there throughout the whole thing, which just amazes me. And so I was going through fast food. I had an hour commute to my first massage job each way. So I had 2 hours of drive time, and I would pick up fast food on my way to work and then after work. Because I worked the 12 to 9 shift. So I didn't get home till like 10:30 p.m. most nights. And, I'd just grab lunch, fast food on the way up and then dinner on the way back. And I ended up calculating how much I was spending in like soda and fast food. And it was like $450 a month. And this was back when my checks.
We were really poor back then,
my
you guys.
paychecks were like $700.
Yeah, it was like, I don't even know.
It was so bad.
I don't even know.
And that's when I started cutting all that crap out. And I was like, yeah. I can't do this.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Let me see.
Is there a waste when it comes to printing the FBA label on the 4XL? What do you mean is there a waste? Like physically the paper?
Sometimes if I try to use the Dymo on my Poshmark,
oh, that's right. It was.
It will spit out like 4 of the labels, which drives me.
And sometimes that happens if you are using like the third party labels, not the Dymo brand ones, but if you're using some of these 30, I was thinking 30 ups, the third party labels. Once the roll gets smaller, it's not reading the paper how it's supposed to, so it spits out those extras.
Yeah.
There's a few brands that I've used now that have done that, and then I found a few that we have had no issues in a while since I switched.
Yeah. I mean, there is I feel like sometimes there is a little bit of waste, but it definitely beats using the mail labels.
I'm with Scott on that one. The only waste is when he selects the wrong printer and prints shipping labels on the 34s. Definitely done that one a few times.
Super annoying. And you can technically you can reuse them, but you have to feed them through again.
I just can't do it.
He can't do it. He won't.
No.
Yeah. Anyway.
I sent you an email message about inventory I have to offer. Hope you guys take time to look over. Pedro, which email did you send it to? I've actually been on top of my emails the last couple of weeks, which is super nice.
This is a good question. At what level of inventory should an eBay seller start to hire helping hands? There are a couple answers to that, but basically it's different to your situation. I pretty much do clothing by myself. I have somebody come in and help me about 4 hours a week.
That's a huge help.
It's really nice because
Yeah.
I feel like we get so much done that day.
Because she does all the measuring and the photos once a week, and then you have a backlog of photos ready to be listed.
And I mean, I do some photos through the week too, but she does the bulk of them. And then it just depends. Like Charles has a separate account from mine, and all he does is used electronics, which are far more labor intensive when you're testing them. So that's what Ryan does mostly.
We got a Ryan right there. Hold on.
So
he had no idea this is what he signed up for.
So anyway, he does a lot of the work for that account, just because Charles doesn't have the time. And I think that's the big factor. When you start running out of time, when you're stretched so thin that you can't do anything correctly, or you're just feeling overwhelmed, you're not finding joy in what you're doing, then it's time to think about like, okay, where can I scale back or hire someone? Because this is not meant to be like, this shouldn't be the pain in the ass grind that your job is, right? You should find some joy in it.
It can easily turn into a job you created for yourself, which is fine because you're controlling your own time.
Right.
But yeah, when you start to run into that like constant feeling of feeling behind all the time, that's when I decided to put out an application, and Ryan got the job, and he's been amazing. And so my job for that account now is find the product, and then obviously you can see him taking photos, and then I ended up training him how to create the listings and go from there. But yeah, when I started to run out of time, and I had like, you get all that stuff on those shelves over there, that's all listed right now, but that was not listed before Ryan started. It was a giant death pile, and I constantly felt overwhelmed. And when I finally hit that point, I was like, I've got to hire somebody, even though I know I can do it myself. I've just got to hire somebody because I need to be more efficient with my time. And I wanted to focus a lot more on content creation for you guys here on YouTube and all that stuff too. So that freed up a lot of time, which is why I'm able to do things like the Amazon for Beginners course that we're putting out right now. That's only because I was able to hire somebody, free up some time because I'm not spending time on that account. And
I think
that's
just the general progression for everybody, though. It's just like you find the things that you want to sell, you create a process around them, and then at some point you decide, I've got to scale this to make it worth, or to get where I want to be, I've got to scale this. So you can scale it yourself, and depending on what the product is, it can be scalable by yourself, or
it depends on the person's situation, because we were just talking about this, how we've seen some people that literally build like a $500,000 business. Of course that's revenue, but they build a $500,000 business by themselves, or maybe with a spouse or one helper, but it's all they do day in and day out. They've got no hobbies, no kids, like nothing else except for business. That's all they do. And so it's doable if you want to spend 10 to 12 hours a day, every single day doing it. That's totally doable. For us, like we don't want to be required to work 10 hours a day to build a lifestyle that we want. That's why we start to work more efficiently, especially this year. That's why we're transitioning more into wholesale. So I'm not driving around 20 hours a week, and all that. Scott says, stop talking about me. Scott freaking crushes it. If you guys want retail arbitrage at its finest, go follow Bearded Picker, which all of you should be already.
I do include measurements for my clothing.
You did start a new system, though.
I started a new system.
Oh, you don't have it hanging up?
I'll go grab it.
How'd you like that, by the way? You used it today, right?
I love it. The photos are great. Yeah.
Because you used to, our helper would write down each of the measurements, and then you would type those measurements into the listing. Now she got this little whiteboard that she made. And so she could take a picture of the whiteboard that has all the measurements on it. So that's going to be nice.
I'm like you. I don't look at measurements when I'm buying clothing online. But I find that if I don't include the measurements, then I get all these people asking me where the measurements are. And so apparently there's a lot of people out there.
You get the weird ones too. It's like, I want the left armpit to the right, like seam, like.
It's just like, and I actually don't go crazy. I'm pretty basic with what I provide, but I do find that it cuts down on my questions, and I'm really bad about answering questions on eBay.
Oh,
It's
dollar. See, this is when retail arbitrage, like Scott says, is a true disease. Dollar General penny sales today for the first time. That was a good time. So right when I read that, it is a disease, because all I want to do right now is go to the Dollar General that we have in the area. I've never been in it, and now that just made me want to go. Retail arbitrage. It's man, once you have that treasure hunter high, it never goes away. Email that is best to reach me is the one, chaz@sidehustlepros.com. If you did email me, I didn't email back. I just may have missed it somewhere. So just forward it back or copy it and send it again. Yeah, look at that.
So this goes on my mannequin.
How'd you make that? You gotta do like an official video for that now.
It's so easy. These are like sticker letters, and I just stuck them onto a whiteboard. So when I measure everything before I put it on the mannequin, not everything, but like
37 cents in 6 stores.
That's crazy.
All right, I'm going to General after this. Damn it. I wasn't going to do all right.
Between Dollar General and Dollar Tree, though, because I feel like you're thinking of Dollar Tree.
Dollar General is in Dayton.
Oh.
Yeah, they just put that in.
I forgot about that.
We don't have Dollar Generals in this area, and they just put one in. Literally 10 minutes away. That's why.
There's a really big one in Salem.
What in the world? Ross inventory sale in January in most of the stores. 49 cents to $3. I definitely hit some of the cleats. I saw that there was a bunch of cleats for like $2.99, $1.99. So I did score some of those. I've seen some pictures of people that scored like 50, 60, 70 pair. That's been so hard for me not to go out and do RA.
Well, I mean,
It's
like
been
you're
really
still
hard.
allowed.
I'm still allowed, but it's like I know that because I'm not just doing like a couple $100 orders with wholesalers. I'm putting in thousands of dollars worth of orders in.
Yeah.
And I know that if I go out in RA, I'm not going to be able to do the wholesale. I want to scale wholesale
Quick.
Like right now.
Yeah.
So it's its own consistent thing. And then I'm going to start going out and doing heavier RA again.
So we have seen our Amazon store kind of slow down a little bit because, well, and obviously we were coming off of the high of Christmas.
Somebody posted inside of my FBA Rockstars group today. I'm sure it was just a troll comment.
It had to be.
They posted in there,
It's
and
not genuine.
of course I have a team, myself and an admin team that approves each post. So we just cut out the spammers, and we had one pop in today and I just laughed. And no emojis, no smiley faces, nothing. Just, I couldn't tell if it was a troll or an honest newbie. And they said, has anyone else noticed a drastic decrease in sales since December?
No.
It was a little funny. I couldn't help it. Yeah. So we
came off of like Christmas high, and then we've been throwing everything at wholesale. So
which
we have
sucks
seen
to see like the dip. And we're just now, I'm seeing it. I actually just today, I have one of my wholesale items that just hit the warehouse. It's a $3.50 cost, $3.50 cost. And I sold one of them for $16 today, and that's wholesale. So the margins on that are stupid. So that's making it feel a little bit better. I'm starting to see those types of sales come in from the wholesale items. And here's the thing with wholesale. I'm not going after the fast sellers, because I posted a picture on, I think it was Instagram, where I showed one of mine that was ranked over 1 million in home. And it's the same product. I buy it with shipping, including it's $3.50, and I'm able to sell these for about $14, $15, like high end of $16. And that is because I'm working on the listing. I'm running PPC ads towards it. I'm fixing some keywords on the back end, and I'm able to help that listing get more sales. And my margins on it are a lot greater than if I just go and chase some of the really fast sellers with a low margin. So that's just the ball game I'm playing with it right now. And so far it's working out. What up? We got Shane in the house. We got all the pickers up in here.
All the pickers.
So yeah, that's kind of the transit. It's weird. Like I love where it's going and I know it's going to pay off, but the retail arbitrage part of my brain is just like, I want to go out and just thrift and I want to go out and do Walmarts and Targets and all that stuff. I'm having a really hard time not doing it.
He's jonesing for
like
thrifting.
If I got a
Friday,
I get to go
hang
to
on,
Nike.
buddy.
Friends and family event this weekend, by the way. So I get to go to Nike this weekend.
And one of our favorite Goodwills of all time. I'm
excited for, but man, if I told Trista, like if I had access to more capital, I would go freaking just,
I know.
I can't eat.
Story of my life, man.
I would go crazy on retail arbitrage right now. I'm itching for it. Hey, there you go. Sold first pair of Ross shoes yesterday. Awesome, Carl.
So starting with a brand new baby account on eBay, just start. Make sure that you are buying things that people are actually going to buy. So don't source things that have a bunch of listings. Make sure you're checking your comps, but don't buy things that have a ton of listings and no sales. Make sure that
that's a big mistake people
make. That's a huge mistake.
They're
yeah.
like, oh, I found this thing really, really cheap. I'm like, cool.
Everyone on eBay has it listed for $147,000. And so I bought it and no one has sold it ever in the history of ever. Don't do that.
That's a long time, the history of ever.
So buy things that are actually selling and then just repeat the process. Get the snowball rolling. Even if you're only making a few dollars right off the bat, at least you're getting that snowball going. eBay likes to see those higher sales numbers. So the faster you can get, selling stuff, the quicker they'll increase your limits and all that good stuff. So just start, but start with good stuff.
That's why, like on this electronics account, we have people like we sell a decent amount of like VCRs and stuff like that. And people are always asking the same question, like, how do you know which ones are going to be selling? It's like, well, eBay tells you. If you literally search the model number, and I showed this in my Goodwill video, search the model number and then filter down to sold listings. And it's going to tell you how many are selling per week, per month, etc. So I'm not buying the ones that don't have a sales history or maybe like 1 or 2 sales. I'm buying the ones that show multiple per month. And as long as you have, I tell people it's a combo lock. It's not just your title. It's not just your photos that make something sell.
Yeah.
It's the right photos with the right title, the right description, the right keywords paired with the right customer that wants it at that price. And that's where you get your sale. Did I see Cameron Stahl?
I was just like, is Cameron in here?
What's up, man? This is one of our OG admins like 3 years ago.
I don't see him though.
Yeah, he
Cameron right there.
Went off
Hi, Cameron.
Got off of social media. I haven't seen this guy's name in a while.
Hope you are doing well. Would like to see you. Yeah, so just get started. That's probably, you can get hung up on thinking about like what niche should I be in or what, price points, but just get started. And that was another question. Like somebody said they have a hard time choosing what niche to start with, and they like to sell everything. Do you? You do you.
Here's the thing, like you've got people that crush it with one niche, and shoes, for example, like the crew over at Renzi Now, RNZY Now on Instagram. They've got a YouTube channel now too. Those guys crush just shoes, and they don't even sell on Amazon, eBay. So those guys are a prime example of like one specific niche. And they've got Hustle Bee does the same thing, just on eBay, all shoes. So you can do just one type of item, or you've got other people that go to garage sales and estate sales.
We don't know how to stay in one niche.
So you've got other people that will go across the board with all types of categories, and if it makes money, they sell it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one way that is better than the other, because there's $1 million sellers with all the models. So you just have to do trial and error and find what works best for you. You may not have a niche.
Yeah.
You may be one of those sellers that has an eye for multiple different categories.
And the other thing to think about also is what's accessible to you. Do you have places? Are you starting with new products? Are you starting with a wholesale account? Are you starting with thrift stores? Do you have good thrift stores? There's so many factors. So if you like certain, if you like automotive, but you also like clothing, there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Yeah, Scott and Shane are here. I don't know how we got so lucky. Whoa.
There.
So bright.
Get our lighting situation better. I don't know why it's so dark in here today. Whoa.
Oh, this is cool.
There
Sold
we go.
3,500 in my first month of FBA doing RA. Want to move to wholesale. Any tips?
Awesome. We're newbies in wholesale too, so I don't have a whole lot of advice to give you. The biggest thing I can tell you is the same thing you hear from all of them. It is a numbers game. I only reached out to about 5 potential wholesalers, distributors. I haven't heard back from any of them in a week. So it's just numbers game. You have to send out multiple emails or make multiple phone calls to get any type of response. And out of those responses, it's only a certain percentage that you land the account. And out of the accounts landed, it's only a certain percentage that you actually get to find decent product. And we just did an episode with the guys over at the Aura Repricer, Dylan and James. We just did a whole wholesale talk with these guys for an hour and a half. So it's, I think, 3. If you go 3 episodes back on our YouTube channel, you'll see the episode there. They give out some great advice in there. We're just following what they said there. And then, of course, follow. I know, what's he doing?
When he goes in the bathroom by himself.
Watch Me Amazon Larry. I think everyone here probably knows his name. He's another great resource to go check out his videos. And we're just following what those guys say. It's all a numbers game. You have different ways to do wholesale, but everyone says the same thing.
I would say, though, one thing, we've contacted wholesalers, even just locally, and I would say for whatever reason, 9 times out of 10, it just doesn't work out because the margin isn't there, or the MOQ is way too high, or, there's just so many things. So don't get discouraged by contacting 5 or 10 or even 20 potential wholesale accounts or manufacturers or companies, and you're not going to have 20 wholesale accounts that you can readily buy from, because there's a lot going on. And I would say the MOQ really killed us for most of
for a lot of them. Yeah.
So it was like, no, we can't do a $10,000.
And typically how that works,
it's
like a tier system, right? So the closer to the brand themselves, the manufacturer level that you get, typically the higher the MOQ is going to be. And for those of you who don't know, it's minimum order quantity. So if you go to a distributor or a brand and say, hey, I want to buy wholesale from you, they're going to say, okay, no problem. We have an opening order requirement of $500 or $1,000. And some of these guys, the bigger brands, are going to require $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on those orders. So it just depends on how much capital you have to work with, how much warehouse space, because that plays a role too. If you can tell a brand that we've got warehouse space, we can order large quantities, they're going to be way more willing to work with you than if you don't have the capital or the space. And unfortunately, that's what we're learning is the wholesale game. It's going to be really, really difficult to do it at a small level. So that's why you can't go to a wholesaler and say, I've got $50 or $200 for an order. These guys are looking for people that are willing to drop thousands. And of course you could do test orders in the beginning. We have one account that we did a few small test orders with first and then did some larger orders, and they're going to be one of our biggest suppliers this year. So it just depends on kind of where you're at in your journey with that. Scored my first Facebook Marketplace flip recently, $100 for a pair of highly collectible Nikes that were worn once, sold for $200 a week later. That is awesome. Did you sell those locally again, or did you sell them on eBay? Are we allowed to have more than one account on eBay? Yes. I have a lot of expensive action figures, but with a 0 feedback, I feel I'll set myself up for scammers to screw me over. I mean, I think that's more of a mindset thing because everyone starts with 0 feedback. And here's the thing, the chances of being scammed are going to be across the board for everybody. I don't think it's just for new accounts with 0 feedback. If you want to get your feedback up, go purchase stuff with that account.
I forgot to say
And
that.
then you can get reviews or feedback that way. So if you're really that hesitant about it, go purchase 10, 20, 30 things that are literally cheap. Like go purchase $5 items or $2
or stuff
items.
you were going to buy anyway.
Yeah, go get supplies or something, and then you can get
Do your
feedback.
kids need new shoes? Mine do.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're that worried about it, then you could do it that way.
Yeah.
What's up, Eric? So, oh, you already hit that one. There we go. Gretchen said the chat is so quiet tonight. It turns out there's like 8 people going live at the same time. That's why.
8.
All the YouTubers are live.
3.
Have you considered trade shows where manufacturers display their products? Also, have you ever considered closeouts? Yes. So I've been to ASD. This is going to be my 3rd year. Your 2nd year.
Yep, we're going in
So
3 weeks.
yeah, we're
4
going in 3 weeks. So we'll be in Las
whatever.
Vegas area. We'll be doing some mini meetups while we're down there. So that's actually where we found one of our distributors that we work with now. So ASD, just go asdonline.com. It's a free trade show. It's not a traditional, let me just clarify. It's not a traditional trade show where, you're not going to have Mattel and Fisher Price with booths there. You're going to have a lot of closeout distributors, kind of the middlemen get rid of inventory. So there can be some good finds there. That's where we found one of our accounts.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely a big fan of it.
And there are liquidation companies that are great for eBay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not ideal at all for Amazon, but if you're looking to just dive in and get 500 or 1,000 pairs of shoes, they're out there. You need to do your due diligence and find somebody who's going to sell you good stuff. But it's out. They're out there.
Katie said, "I better go live." Just go live. Well,
go live,
I wish we can.
we could all go
like
live
if we
at the
would
same
have
time.
all scheduled one giant Google Hangouts, it would just been an epic. I feel like that's something we should try to put together. Is just get every major YouTuber on one screen. That could be a good or a bad thing. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to try it.
That would be funny.
What about Alibaba wholesale site? No. Do not use Alibaba unless you know what you're doing with private label. But if you see ever DHgate or Alibaba wholesale, those Nike logos are not legit. Do not be buying wholesale stuff off of there, especially if you're going to flip it on Amazon. That's a no-no.
So surprising.
You have to know exactly what you're doing with private label to be able to do that type of sourcing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not going to get legit stuff. Do not trust. I don't care how good the Nike logo looks on those Jordans. They are not real. Yeah, do not risk your account, guys. It is not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, we've looked at samples for a couple of ideas on Alibaba, but we've never pulled the trigger on any PL products or private label products. So, no, we can't talk to you about it because we haven't done it.
Dang, that's awesome. Bought metal cassettes at 2nd Avenue for $2 and sold for $100 in 5 minutes. Should have sold for higher.
Wow.
I've done that many times where I sell something really quick and I think, wow, I should have priced it higher, but you turn $2 into $100.
Yeah, you can't be greedy about that.
You're rocking it. But here's that's a lesson learned, right? Because now next time you'll know that they're worth more than that. I've done the same thing with toners. I've listed some toner for, I'll buy it for like $10 and I'll sell it for $150. And I'll think, wow, this is going to take a couple weeks to sell. And it sells literally. My best one happened in less than 30 seconds. I listed it from my phone. I hit list. I walked to a different room and then it sold.
Was it toner?
It was toner.
Yep.
And I did the same thing where I'm like, oh, I should have priced it higher, but I turned $10 into $150. And now I know next time to kind of judge my pricing a little bit better, I guess.
Bump it up $20 or $30, man.
And I'm a big fan of start on the higher end and gather those watchers, and then you can drop your price a little bit, or you can send out an offer to them. And I've been a big fan of that method too.
Yeah.
Rather than listing too low and it sells too quick, just like that, when you could have gotten 120, 130, something like that.
Yeah. If it looks or feels shady, it probably is. Yeah, we didn't mean to go live on Rally Roots when Rally Roots went live, but they go live on Mondays, so they're cheating. No, it's all good.
Same
Hi,
thing
Mary.
for iPhones.
Marianne, you're here.
Gift cards on Alibaba. Yeah, I have not looked at
What?
Alibaba in a while. I would
Like-
not look at iTunes gift cards at Alibaba.
No. You're gonna get a nice, very expensive piece of plastic that's
So
completely
funny
useless.
story. Here's why you can't trust them. I got hit with a Facebook ad. This thing looked legit.
Oh yeah, you're really
This
exciting
looked
costume.
legit. And it was supposed to be a stormtrooper costume. I'm talking like
adult size.
it was the adult size, like it was the hard plastic. It was the legit looking costume. It was $32.99, free shipping. And I'm like, I'm in. I want this thing.
If it looks or feels shady, it probably
And
is.
I knew it was from China too, because it said like 6 to 8 week shipping. I'm like, okay, it's coming from China. I'm only paying $32. There's no way this is going to be legit, but I wanted it so badly to be legit because I would honestly just wear it around town. And it would be so much fun, especially because I was going to buy him one too.
Yeah,
and we just walk around Walmart, just stormtroopers.
really into Star Wars right now.
So it gets here, and sure enough, it's like the cheap little Walmart. Like it comes in a plastic bag. It's like the little Walmart thing with a tiny little mask and then just like cloth, regular clothing. I was so bummed. And she was even like, I told you so. And like, even though I knew it was going to be fake, I was so depressed for like 2 hours after that because I waited 8 weeks for this thing. Because I've looked at these, they're like hundreds of dollars unless you make one yourself.
Yeah.
Which I'm not that skilled.
And I'm not
I
that
was
willing.
so bummed. So that's a prime example of your China stuff.
Yep.
The Facebook ad was legit though.
Hey, Martin.
They spent a good amount of money on the Facebook ad. And they pulled in even more on those $32.99 Stormtrooper outfits. Oh no, the stroller moms and I got hit with the scam like that. We thought we were getting $600 Orbit strollers for $80.
Oh yeah,
Ouch.
Gretchen told me about that.
That one would have been painful. Like
Yeah.
$30. I mean, I can live without it for now.
I've been looking for a double stroller, and the whole algorithm of the whole internet knows I'm looking for a double stroller.
Double stroller.
So I keep getting like these recommended for you. Like, I don't even know where these Shopify stores are coming from, but they're not legit looking.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a puppy you have behind you?
Puppy.
Mm-mm.
Where's Richard?
We have a kid.
Richard will know what's in the background. So I don't know if Richard pays attention to our videos way too much because he always notices there is a BB-8 in almost every video we do, and he's always in a different spot.
He is.
So it's kind of like one of the little Easter eggs of the channel. There will be a BB-8 in every video. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Halloween costumes on Amazon. Yeah, I bet that's a really bad category to get scammed in.
Yeah. But aren't Halloween costumes just kind of cheaply made anyway?
I mean, most of them, but if the listing looks a certain way and then you get something that's a Dollar Tree.
Bridget bought a necklace for $3 and sold it for $1,400.
That's insane.
I dream of those flips.
I'm curious now, what's been some of your guys' best flips? That's insane.
That's a
$1,400 from 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've done a flip that big. I've done I think my best one was those 3 toners that I did. I paid $5 for all 3 of these toners, and it was a porch pickup, which in small towns means the toners were literally on their porch, and I put $5 under their mat, and I took the toners, and they sold for all 3 of them sold for $450 within 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my better ones, and then I did the I mean, I've done a lot of like good flips, but nothing with the crazy gap like that. Like we did the golden VCR. We paid $25. And can you guys still hear us?
Sorry. Okay. You have to be quiet over here.
This is the reality of having a toddler, guys. But we did the golden VCR we found in that Tillamook thrift store. Paid $25 for this and it sold for $275. That was a really sweet one. That printer was a decent flip. I paid $180 for it, and it was a big printer. Sold for $600. That was a really good one. I think those are some like the top ones. A lot of it's been toner. Like I've sold a decent amount of toner. I've only paid, $10 or $20 for, and I'll sell it for $150 to $200. I've done quite a few of those. That's why I love toner. It's amazing.
Okay, $25 to $225 so far on a Goodwill Pioneer CD changer.
Whoa.
Pretty cool.
I love seeing these.
Let's see. Bought a pair of vintage Bose speakers for $12 and sold them for $480. Nice.
Man, Edwin, 25 to 870.
Where? I lost it.
That's awesome. I could literally spend an
Nice.
hour just reading these.
I
I
know.
love this stuff. Oh my gosh. Junk Jones, $10 Levi's to $4,300.
That's
What?
crazy.
That's amazing.
Vintage Gucci, $20 to $300. It's a nice flip. Vicky got a new unboxed DVD VCR combo thrown in for free at an estate sale. Sold it for $400.
You can't beat that. That's
crazy.
so awesome. I found a I'm thinking about doing a
good stuff.
video on it.
I love it.
I did on Instagram, it was a couple weeks ago. It's a security system that it doesn't come with the cameras, but the cameras would record it onto a VHS. So it looks like a VCR, but it's specifically for a security system.
Need to go poop.
I'm so happy.
Wait, don't plan this.
That was
Just wait.
recorded on the internet forever. Boy, when you were about 18, I am bringing this footage up. I'm just going to clip this one little piece and put it in his senior year slideshow. That was amazing. Oh my gosh. I love having kids. Like, it's just so fun. And I hope none of you guys came here. It's true. It's better than I pooped. That would have been a different story. That would have been like, okay, bye. I got to go. Man, I hope you guys didn't come here to see like edited professional looking footage this time. This is the raw behind the scenes with the Leslie family. That's why I love doing lives. Like I can never script that. That was amazing. But yeah, so I got this security VHS recorder, I guess it would be called. I can't find a single stat on this thing. I found the instruction manual, the PDF on Google. I can't find any listings or prior listings on eBay, nothing on Amazon. I need to do a little bit more research, but this thing, it's open box. It's got the box with it. It's open box, but it's never been used. Still got the styrofoam and the wrap and everything on it. So I need to do a little bit of research, see what I can get out of that. I'm hoping I can get like 400. I think I paid $8. It was between $8 and $10. Maybe that one was 12. Between $8 and $12, somewhere around there. So I'm hoping we can get a good flip off that. Whoa! I was given a collection of model trains from one of my clients. So far in the last month, I've sold 10 units for $2,000. Okay, question. What kind of trains were those? Because Trista's uncle literally did the same thing. So Trista's uncle flips real estate. He bought a house and the stuff was still left in the house and he was just getting rid of it. And he gave us, I don't know if these are worth anything. We'll do some live comparisons right now. So I've got, I don't know if you guys can see this, model train sets. The Athern, I don't know how well you guys see it. I've got like 30 or 40 of these sets that it was just left in that house and he was going to get rid of them. So I said, we'll see how much we can get out of them. I have not done any research on these and I don't know old stuff. So I don't know how much we're sitting on right now, but I'm really happy to see that you sold $2,000 worth because maybe we have something in here. But all of these boxes back here, those are all the actual train rails that go with it. So that just made me really excited. Yeah, we'll have to look up each one and I don't know, maybe lot them out or something like that. $15,000 of the same trains. That's insane. Yeah, I know that like model trains and model cars, like wooden stuff is like a whole different category I've never even looked into. Okay, that's good to know. I might have to consult with some of you guys when I start looking this stuff up. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably sit down between me and Ryan. We'll sit down and look up the comps for each individual one, and I'll probably just end up lotting them out. I'd rather quick flip them as a lot than sit here and wait for the sales to trickle in. But I don't know. If I'm sitting on a good amount of money, I've got probably about 30 of them in there, then I might just do individuals. We'll see. Found 53 vintage fiberglass scoop chairs and made thousands, paid $50 for all of them. That's amazing. Ah, there you go. That's a good idea. Find a model train group on Facebook. Did not even cross my mind on that. Can a live stream be edited? No, I mean, a live stream can be edited if I wait until we're done and then I delete the live stream and then edit afterwards and then repost it. I could do it that way, but waste of time. I've had so many people that message me and they're like, I don't like when you waste time chatting with the people. I just want to hear the information. And it's like, well, I'm not going to take the time to splice the information out and cut out the chit chat with you guys, the audience, right? The whole point of me doing lives is so we can engage. That's half the fun. Yeah, chats can be deleted, all that. But no, I mean, I think that's the point of doing a live. It's like, it's for the engagement, the live feed. That's what the whole thing is for. So I tell people all the time, like, my lives are not 20 minutes. They're an hour to an hour and a half. I do a lot of chit chatting. Sometimes I go on rants. I love to talk with you guys. And if you don't like the live streams, you don't have to watch them. That's what some people forget. We can take them down to Pawn Stars. We will be in Vegas in a couple weeks, so maybe I could. Yeah, it's called the chat. Y'all are supposed to chat. Cracks me up. I should screenshot some of these emails I've gotten of people who are like, I think you're wasting people's time when you sit there and talk to the chat and not share the information first. It's like, well, don't watch my stuff then. You get what you get. Got Hustle at Home Mom in the house. What's up, Ashley? Ashley and I did an epic meetup in Salt Lake City. That was a fun night. Katie, I feel like a good productive poop is happening right now. That's so funny. Oh no, somebody commented, do you think all of these YouTubers... Oh, okay. I was almost going to block you because I thought you're referencing me. All right, my chat just... Hold on, I get my feedback up. All right, there we go. Do you think all these YouTuber sellers... Whoa. What was that?
Oh my goodness.
Do you think all these YouTube sellers are flooding and killing the market? No, because there's literally millions of products. Unless somebody posts a bolo before it's ended, then you're going to have competition. But if you've sold your product and then want to share what it was after the fact, absolutely no issues with that at all.
Hey, Ashley.
There's
Ashley's here.
I get people to talk about that all the time. They're like, how come you do YouTube videos? Aren't you creating your own competition? Like, if you have a scarcity mindset, yes. There's literally thousands of products in every single town. I can't physically go get them all. So yeah, I'm going to share some information for the people that want to do this as well. It's like, there's so much to go around, guys. Everyone always gets all butthurt, like, you damn YouTubers are ruining this market. That just means you got to hustle harder then, even if it's true. It's going to set apart who's actually doing this.
It's okay. He's
full
fine.
time. It just ran up the stairs.
I know what he's looking for.
It separates people who want to do this as an actual career versus the people who just want to kind of like make a few bucks on the side. Because it's a lot more hustle than people realize.
Mm-hmm. Ashley, you will appreciate this so much right before you got on. Hang on, bud. I'll come find him. Right before you got on, Titus stood right there and he goes, I have to poop.
I'm so happy that was recorded.
That's the funniest thing.
That was fantastic. That was our 4-year-old. Did you hear him in the back? Mama, where's the guns? Not looking good, not in focus. Frank, that's going to be on your end, man. We've got hardwired connection, 4K webcam right now. We're good. Wade's Venture in the house. Few more days, guys. Saturday is going to be a sweet meetup here in the Northwest. So you guys need to check out the description for the link to RSVP. It's going to be fun. Yeah, Vicky, it's going to be awesome. We got Roots over here. Hey, Freds. No, you guys are good. I don't think any of us knew. I guess Rakin was going live at the same time. So we had a bunch of us going live at the same time. Scott's not going. Scott, we got to get you up here. Oh my gosh. That is the best. Katie, I love you so much right now. That is the best advice ever for the people that come at us. Like, you YouTubers are saturating the market. Take Katie's advice. Be a better seller then.
Be better.
The market is flooded with a lot of people who don't know what they're doing and or don't want to put in the real work to make it happen. Up your game. Yes. Yes. Mic drop.
Bye. So you guys don't need to be here anymore. Don't drop that mic.
Was that really loud? I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, people, stop thinking that way. If you've ever caught yourself watching one of our videos or Rally Roots or Rakin or Wade, and you're like, those damn YouTubers, they're saturating all the markets. Be a better seller then. Up your game. I'm out.
Please don't talk like that.
Yeah, Katie has to buy me a new mic if I break this one. I actually really want the black one, the Yeti. I really want the black one, so maybe
I don't know.
that'll be my excuse. Like, it doesn't work anymore. Oh, I forgot. I got a pop filter for this thing. I forgot to bring it. Hopefully the pops aren't too loud.
I agree with that, Ellie. Like, one of the things that kind of derails me, to be honest, is watching everybody else. So I try not to pay attention to what other people are doing. I think when you first start out in anything, you know, you're new, you don't know what you're doing. So you watch a lot of videos or you're totally ruining my flow.
Gretchen, why do you sound elderly? You say, please get off my lawn. That's so funny. Dude.
Go get the melons.
No.
You have melons.
No.
Anyway,
Look right there
totally
and say, get
derailed.
off my lawn.
Get out my lawn.
You want melons?
anyway,
Which
just
one?
when you get started with anything, you're just starting out. You watch what you need to watch to learn what you need to learn, right? And then at some point, you just start kind of making up your own rules and doing things your own way. And I think that that's how you excel in anything. You're not going to be, I'm not ever going to be Ashley. I'm not ever going to, sorry. I'm not ever going to have the kind of hustle that she has because her hustle is unique to her. And so I think you learn the basics and then you take your business to the next level because you are you. Anyway.
You wanted a yogurt, but that's from January 9th. Think it's still good?
Don't eat that, buddy.
I'm not even going to try.
It'll make your tummy so sick. Ugh. Okay, you guys. The baby is melting. Katie said Wade is ruining everything. Yeah, there's room for everyone.
I'm going to teach Titus how to say that more often now. Get off my lawn, damn kids. Hopefully you guys didn't come here to learn anything tonight.
Yeah, we're so not focused at all.
That's half the fun though. That's why I love doing the live shows. This is just no editing, no professionalism.
Yep. Eat it. It's still good. I don't think so. I think it's a bad idea.
It's been in the fridge the whole time. It's got to be good. Yes, Armando. What I love about YouTubers is because they each teach their own methods, and it's up to us to find our way. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
We all like, that's the crazy part. You can take 10 different people who all do eBay. You're going to have 10 different methods. There's no right or wrong method. We're just going to document the way we do stuff. I could probably speak for all the YouTubers, especially the ones in the chat here. We all document the way that we do stuff. It may not be the right way or the best way. It's just the way we do it. We're always learning and always growing and sharing that. And that's part of documenting the journey. And then it's up to you to take bits and pieces from each YouTuber that you watch and say, well, I like the way that these guys list. I like the way they do photos. I like the way they do this. I'm going to make my own method out of that.
Yep. Yeah, we're just selling here, Deb.
I haven't even drank anything today either.
Oh, I can't wait to drink wine again.
She's got a bottle of rosé she's going to bring to the delivery room.
Not literally, but
that'd be kind of funny though.
Kind of.
I have to wonder how many times I told you the other night, like how many times does that actually happen?
I don't
People
know.
just bring booze in just because they can't wait.
I don't know. I dream about it.
Oh, my battery.
There goes your battery. No, Katie, he will not be coming to bowling because I want to enjoy myself.
He would be wild.
He will be with the babysitter.
Gretchen. Hello, have we met? We know which one's guilty in the chat.
Yeah, this is something I'm working on, is cross-posting my eBay to Amazon. No. What did I say?
I was going to be like, I've never seen you do an Amazon anything.
Poshmark. Blech. Scratch that.
I'm usually the Amazon. She's usually the eBay.
I don't know why that came out of my mouth. So weird. Every time I read this, Sat fan, all I see is Satan.
Oh my gosh. It is Satan with an F.
Without the F. I don't.
Is that what's been throwing you off? You're trying to read it?
I'm reading and they're like, oh, Satan's in the chat. This is unsettling.
Yeah, YouTube uses Google Hangouts.
So anyway.
I think there's a way to use Zoom to stream to YouTube, and I would much prefer that. Zoom as a platform, and that's just a video streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
That is the clearest video stream that you'll get. I just love the quality way more than this. Like, it's weird. I have the exact same lighting setup as I do on a Zoom call. And Zoom, we'd be completely like illuminated.
Yeah.
And we're not in this one.
And maybe I wouldn't look so tired. I'm tired.
We did just get a purple mattress though. Not too happy with FedEx though.
We spent 5 nights.
We did 5 nights.
5 nights on our air mattress
in the living room because FedEx showed
awful.
that the new mattress was supposed to be delivered last Wednesday. So guess what we did last Wednesday? We got rid of our old one to make room for the new one. And then Wednesday night, FedEx said, oh, by the way, your shipment's going to be delayed for 3 days because of weather, which there was no weather issues here during that time.
We didn't even get any snow.
And then I watched their tracking go from Eugene, if you know our area. Eugene is south. We're in the middle. It went from Eugene to Portland, like bypassed our house, and then it went back to Salem and then to our house. So we spent 5 nights on the air mattress, completely jacked up backs.
Yeah.
And then we finally
that's why I look so tired.
got that mattress last night. So we're going to get some good sleep again.
Yeah. North Cali, we will have to plan something. We will be in LA October, but that's not northern. We haven't really planned anything for northern.
That's not northern.
No, I know, but
we'll
so,
wave as we
like
fly over.
Hi, everybody.
I've never had issues with FedEx before, and that was the first one. And because it was a bed, like if it was just a camera or like a package, I wouldn't care. But like it was a bed, and our family was sleeping in the living room.
Yeah, because we upgraded from a queen size to a king size, so we didn't want to put the air mattress on the king platform because I was afraid that the wood would like pop a hole in the mattress. So anyway,
game changer.
Yeah, so I have been cross posting from eBay to Posh. It's been working out pretty well. I have to say that Poshmark is just a different beast in that you have to kind of babysit it. all the time.
You'll
And always be sharing. And so it's not a one and done. Like you don't just put the listing up and then leave it. Like there's a lot of stuff, like extra work that goes into Poshmark. If you don't mind doing that extra work, it can be okay. But I have noticed that my sales on Poshmark are just slightly higher than I would get on eBay. I can't really tell if one is more better than the other. I don't know. More better. I don't know.
Cali King cannot go back. We actually went with the regular King. Because I think the regular, I didn't really look too in depth on it, but I think the regular King is wider, and shorter, but the Cali King is longer,
yeah,
a little bit or
no, you got it right,
something like that.
We need more room in our bed. We needed more room.
Ooh, self-sufficiency is the greatest of all wealth. I like that one.
Yeah, Gretchen, no wonder his neck has been yucky.
Oh, my neck has been, I don't think I've like brought that up on YouTube. It's been a whirlwind of a week. I wasn't even doing anything. Like the thing was I got adjusted by a chiropractor, which I do all the time. It's never been an issue, but I usually work out first. So I got adjusted first thing in the morning, and then I did my workout, which I think was a mistake. So my neck was a lot looser than I'm used to. I literally got up onto the pull-up bar and did one pull-up, and I felt something tweak in the base of my neck. And immediately I knew, like, okay, I'm done. And I spent 2 days pretty much couch bound Monday, Tuesday, because I couldn't physically hold my own head up. I had to hold it down like this. And then it's been yesterday was a week. So it's been 8 days, and it's still, I'm like 70%. I still got some stuff going on in there. But yeah, that mattress situation did not help at all.
Nope.
I wish I would have brought my camera and recorded my adjustment I had yesterday, though, because it's at the base of my neck, right? Which your vertebrae get thicker at the base of your neck, your C6, C7. And she adjusted this, and it made the loudest, like, thunk sound, and it made my arms jump because, like, I got nerve compression going on in there. So the nerves made my arms jump. It was probably the most intense adjustment I've had.
I love the chiropractor.
It's so great. You need to go tomorrow.
I wish you were a chiropractor.
A little side note, I almost went into chiropractic school.
He almost did.
If it wasn't going to be 8 years of
I know.
schooling, I would have done it. I was legit going to go into chiropractic, though.
Okay, you guys, we are well over our hour. And so get your questions in really fast. Is there a program that will cross list? Not that I know of. Is there a program that cross lists?
You've got Joe Lister will do from Amazon to eBay.
Right, but not from eBay to Poshmark.
I've got zero knowledge about anything Poshmark.
I haven't heard of one. I've not done any kind of digging for it, though.
I mean, even though it's still like a newish platform, I feel like somebody's creating some stuff for it.
How do you keep track of all the cross listings? My brain is so sick. And not like sick as in bad. It's like sick as in these are the things I remember. I pretty much remember everything that's on there. I do have a spreadsheet, though.
It'd probably be one of the easiest ways, just a simple spreadsheet.
That's what I'm getting at here.
I'm just saying, like, as a tip for everybody.
So my I have item number, and then my buy cost, sell, and then if it's cross-listed in what platforms it's cross-listed on, so eBay or Poshmark, and then so I have to go in, and I'm really only, because I have like 700 or more clothing listings on my eBay account, and I only have 200 or so on 270 or so on Poshmark. So I'm just checking the Poshmark listings when they sell. I'll go and make sure that they're not on eBay. Up until maybe 2 months ago, I was keeping everything separate because I didn't want to have to deal with the headache of remembering to take the item off of one platform after it's sold on another. But I just, obviously more eyes on your product is better. So.
And it's really only a couple extra seconds to cross list and then take stuff off. You'll be proud, I'm actually going to download Mercari and start cross posting some stuff. So that'll be my first time ever experiencing Mercari. I downloaded the app like a year and a half ago.
I still have a balance on Mercari.
Do you really? I've never like looked at what the app even looks like. I downloaded it and that was it. So I'm going to download that, or I have it downloaded. I'm going to create an account and just start cross listing some shoes and different stuff like that. I don't know. I haven't looked into. I need to do some more research. Maybe you guys have experience. How many? Or not how many, but what types of items are selling best. So I know that shoes do well. Obviously I have a lot of electronics and toner. So I was going to try to cross list some of that, especially some of the stuff that's been on there for like 2 months. See if we can get it to move on a different market.
What's the break-even point on number of listings to move from a basic store to a premium store? I can't remember because we've done it. We did it so long ago. But you just need to do the math. And if the math works, then definitely increase or, upgrade to the premium store.
You also get, do you get was it the fee discount?
Yeah, you get a fee discount. And there's a lot of perks to having the premium store, but don't pay for a premium store if you have like 40 listings up and you're not doing a lot with eBay, because then you're just flushing that, what is it, $75 down the toilet.
Yeah.
And they have a new
they just came out with that like middle tier one, right?
Or like the base tier one. It's really cheap. I should look at these because people ask us about them, but we upgraded our store so long ago. It's not something I look at.
Ooh. Dylan said he just listed and sold 3 cameras on Mercari.
Nice.
All right, I definitely need to do this then.
Yeah. But if you just Google or go onto eBay and figure out what the tiers are, there's a baseline tier. I think it's like $10 a month. It's really cheap.
Somebody asked, what's the first thing we do every day? I go pee. I drink 16. Well, you guys want the honest answer? And then I drink 16 ounces of water. And then I go to the gym. That's like non-negotiable. That's my morning routine. If I don't move my body first thing in the morning, like I physically am like just way tighter, and I've got scoliosis and like anemia and all these actual physical things. And it's weird. I feel crappier if I don't move my body first thing in the morning. Sometimes, and just because I say I'm going to the gym, I'm not lifting weights every day. Sometimes it's just yoga. Sometimes it's cardio, weights a couple days a week. But that's just how I start my day. It's my therapy. And then usually after that, I'll either come home and shower, spend a little bit of time with the family, and then go to the office, or I'll go straight from the gym to the office if it's a busy day. That's kind of what my morning route looks like. And then you do a lot more of the home, take care of Titus in the morning.
Yeah, we get up, we have our breakfast.
He decided our roles for him. So he decided I can't help him out with anything in the morning.
No.
He wants
nothing to do with
and
you.
then at night he wants me. So he definitely decided our roles. So
which is fine. Like I get him up in the morning and you put him to bed.
Yeah, we kind of got our little routines going. So I'm definitely more of that's why it's been nice for me to be home and not doing as much retail stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been home by 7:30 most nights. Spend a couple hours with him, so it's been nice. Yeah.
No celery juice. I don't think so.
Nope. I do intermittent fasting, so I don't even eat my first meal until usually 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And everyone's always shocked when they hear that too. It's like, how do you not eat breakfast? I've been doing that style of intermittent fasting every day for about 3 years. And it's weird when I eat breakfast now, like if we're ever at family gatherings, I'll eat. Of course, I'm not going to, be the a-hole. It's like, oh, I'm not going to eat. Like I'll eat breakfast if it's at like family gatherings.
Yeah.
And I feel so sluggish all morning because your energy is going to digesting food.
Yeah.
Anyone who does intermittent fasting, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You get this energy and clarity throughout your fast in the morning. It's fantastic.
Okay, so the basic store. Thank you, Crystal and Ron. Hey, Ron.
Oh, really? It's only $5.
It's $5.
Wow.
So that's a great deal. Again, I can't tell you what all of the perks are for the basic store, but yeah, just look it up. Okay, you guys. It's about that time.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Thanks for hanging out. Sounds like you have more videos coming this week.
Yes, you guys can. So tomorrow, 7 a.m. It's been 7 a.m. Monday, 7 a.m. Tuesday, 7 a.m. tomorrow will be episode number 3 of the Amazon for Beginners course. How are you guys liking those, by the way? Put in a lot of work. My editor, huge shout out to my video editor, Brian. He's the one who's been doing all the visuals on that. The production quality on this has been on point.
It's been awesome.
It's been really nice. So I've been investing.
You look so legit.
I'm a real YouTuber now. Yeah, it's been fun. So I've been playing around with like different lenses that give that blurry background effect. It's been fun to learn that stuff. Yeah, usually between 16 and 18 hour fast is what I do. So yeah, episode number 3 is coming tomorrow. I don't have the rest recorded or edited yet. So I'm going to record maybe tonight. We need to talk how late I can work. Hopefully tonight and tomorrow morning, I'll be recording the rest of those. And then you can expect episodes 4 and 5 to drop on Friday and Saturday. Sunday is probably going to be the next vlog episode because that's currently being edited. Vlog will drop on Sunday. And then Monday on, there is going to be the rest of the course. Because if you guys don't know, if you guys have gotten value out of the first 2 videos, there's actually 25 videos in the series. And they're broken into modules. So right now is module 1. So you guys are learning the basics, the foundation. I have it on my whiteboard. Module 2 is account tutorials. So I'm going to bring you behind the scenes on Seller Central and show you how to run a PPC ad campaign. I'm going to show you the app overview, Seller Central overview, multi-channel fulfillment, highlight the terms of service and the bullet points that you need to know on that. I'm diving into every little aspect that I can. You're going to learn ins and outs of Keepa.com, all that fun stuff. And it's all, of course, 100% free. I was going back and forth because I could charge, 97 or 197 for this and people would pay it, which is fine. But I'd rather just put it out there for free, give you guys the information you need to know. And I don't know. We'll think about paid stuff later on this year or next year or something like that.
We learned it all, just on the internet free, finding like bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah. We learned how to resell by reselling. We didn't even watch a lot of videos in the beginning. Like there
weren't very many.
No, there was Rakin, Craigslist Hunter. I was watching those guys a lot and that was kind of it. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I was like, okay, I learned the basics. Let's download the apps and just go out and figure it out. So we lost a lot of money, and especially in the beginning, we lost a lot of money, made a lot of mistakes. Yeah. And that's why in these videos now, I'm trying to just make them as crystal clear as I can on how to get you guys started the right way. Because people are asking why I'm doing the series for free, it's because if new sellers are going to sell anyways, I want them to have the right information and get started on the right foot and do it correctly, rather than hearing from people that are giving out maybe bad advice or the wrong or outdated advice, and doing it the wrong way and getting their account suspended, and or even they get their account suspended and then they might price tank and ruin listings for other sellers. I'd rather you at least just watch a video series that we can do and actually give you the correct information that you can use to get started. Because here's why I tell the trolls that are like, why are you creating competition by making your own course and putting it out there for free? It's like, well, people are going to sell whether or not they watch my stuff, and I'd rather them at least have the accurate information. So that's kind of what we're doing.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, we'll see you on the flip side.
On the flip side. Wasn't that something we were going to try to coin?
I don't think
Catch
so.
on the... No. Where did we do that? Was it on the VIP call? We did something where it was like catch you on the flip side. Maybe that was me on a live. I don't know.
Hit the like button on the way out.
Smash the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if this is your first time. Thank you for tuning in to Side Hustle Pros live and watching behind the scenes, because that's kind of what we do, is raw behind the scenes.
It was funny tonight.
Ooh, also side note, I was contemplating a video series based on an Instagram mini rant that I did.
Yeah.
Would you guys be interested in watching something called I don't know if this will be the official title, but something along the lines of the resellers recap or the resellers report? It would be every single week. You would see a quick video and I would break down what our sales were for the week on just specifically our reselling business between Amazon and eBay, what our sales were for the week, and then what our net profit was, what some things that I feel that we did right, some wins, and then also some losses or some learning experiences.
This is something Charles and I do by ourselves.
Yeah,
anyway.
we do this privately. Like we have a weekly sit down meeting because we're not spouses. I mean, we're spouses.
We are?
That sounded so bad.
What?
We're not just spouses, but we're also business partners. And so we have like that business meeting where we talk about, what did we do right? What do we need to improve on? What are our goals for this week? Did we complete last week's goals? So I just thought that'd be useful for you guys to have like more behind the scenes and see that conversation.
Yep.
I don't know if it's going to be a live video or an edited video. I don't want it to be super long, just like a little like 5 or 10 minute clip, just to see divorce court, just to see more raw behind the scenes. Because I think I'm in this mode right now where I'm getting kind of tired of seeing like sales numbers thrown around, because you can sell $1 million in revenue and you can make $1 profit.
Yeah.
So I'm wanting to show more raw behind the scenes. Like, hey, I had $600 in sales today, but I made a net $250. I want to be able to show those types of numbers. And I just thought it would, and we're going to scale a lot this year compared to last year, because this is the first year we both decided, and we're both on the same page of, we want to have our reselling income be a full-time standalone income. Because we run multiple businesses, multiple side hustles, but no side hustle we have ever run has been full-time by itself. It's just been diversified between a lot of different ways to make revenue. This year, we want to make reselling full-time. So I think that'd be useful for you guys to see that kind of progression. So if you guys want to see it, we'll probably do it. But if there's not any demand, then maybe no use in putting it up. We'll see. So comment below.
Nobody said no. So
nobody said no yet. If you guys are watching the replay on this, if you can comment below, let me know if that'd be something to be interested in. I can't show you, because we are getting more into wholesale. I can't show you the exact products that are selling all the time, but I can at least show you, I can blur out the products if I'm doing a screenshot, and I can at least show you like, hey, we sold 50 units of this product. Here was our buy cost. Here was our sell price. Here was our net profit for the week. Kind of just breaking it down like a report every single week. So, all right. I think we'll do it.
Bye, you guys. Have a good night.
Peace out, crew.
Hit the like button. Bye.